Assalamu alaikum students. So let's see some relevant numerical problems from the chapter of flow measurement. So the first problem is the head of water over an orifice of diameter 40 millimeter is 10 meter. So we have an orifice of diameter 40 millimeter and head of water from its center it's 10 meter. Find the actual discharge and actual velocity of the jet at Bina contractor, taking CD coefficient of discharge 0.6 and CV coefficient of velocity 0.98. So we know coefficient of discharge is actual discharge to theoretical discharge. And theoretical discharge is theoretical velocity into the area of orifice. And we know theoretical velocity it is given by under root 2gh. So head of water is 10 meter. And we get the theoretical velocity as 14 meter per second. So theoretical discharge is area into velocity. So diameter was 40 millimeter, and we can get this area by pi by 4 d square. And we also have to convert it to meter square. So theoretical discharge is here. Its unit should be meter cube per second. And actual discharge, now it will be coefficient of discharge into theoretical discharge. So 0.6 multiplied by 0.01758 will get this final answer. Now the next part was to calculate this actual velocity of jet at Bina contractor, and the coefficient of velocity was given so its ratio, coefficient of velocity is a ratio of actual velocity to theoretical velocity, and the actual velocity would be 0.98 into theoretical velocity. So this was easy. Moving on to the next numerical. The head of water over an orifice of diameter 100 millimeter is 10 meter. The water coming out of the orifice is collected in a circular tank of 1.5 meter diameter. The rise of water in this tank is 1 meter in 25 seconds. So in the circular tank where we are storing the water after it has passed the orifice, we have collected 1 meter water in 25 seconds. So basically with the help of this we can get the actual discharge. We know the diameter, we know the depth of water, we can calculate the volume, and we know discharge is volume over time. The time is also given. Also, the additional information is given. The coordinates of the points on jet measured from Bina contracta are 4.5 meter horizontal and 0.5 meter vertical. Find CD, CV and C sub C. So the first step is to calculate the area of orifice from the known diameter 100 millimeter, which is converted to meters. So 0.1 meter, and the area in meter square, it can be computed by taking pi by 4 d square. The diameter of measuring tank was 1.5 meter, so you can also calculate its area. We know theoretical velocity is under root 2gh, and head is given, it is 10 meter. So the theoretical discharge will be theoretical velocity into area of orifice. And with the given information of the circular tank, we can calculate this actual discharge, which will be volume over time. So area into the depth of water divided by time. So area of measuring tank is 1.767 into the depth of water is 1 meter and time of election was 25 seconds. So this is also in meter cube per second. So CD will be actual discharge over theoretical discharge. So it is 0.643, and we know we can get this coefficient of velocity by using this formula, where x is the horizontal distance from the vena contracta and y is a vertical distance. So they have given coordinates of 1 point. We can use that. So 4.3 divided by under root 4 into y 0.5 into the head, which is 10. So it came out to be 0.96. And now we can use a relationship between these three hydraulic coefficients. So C sub C will be CD over CV. So it is 0.669. So now let's see the third numerical problem. A pipe 100 millimeter in diameter has a nozzle attached to it at the discharge end. The diameter of the nozzle is 50 millimeter and rate of discharge of water through the nozzle is 20 liters per second. And the pressure at the base of the nozzle is 5.886 Newton per centimeter square. Calculate CD. Assume that the base of the nozzle and outlet of the nozzle are at same elevation. So this pipe of 10 centimeter diameter, it is connected to this nozzle, and the pressure at this base, at this point, the pressure is given. P1 is 5.886 Newton per centimeter square, and the diameter of nozzle is 5 centimeter. We have to calculate the coefficient of discharge. So it was given that the rate of discharge of water through the nozzle is 20 liters per second. So this will be the actual discharge. We are going to use continuity equation over here. A1 B1 is equal to A2 E2. With the known diameters, you can calculate the areas and then develop this relationship. Solving that, we get B1 is V2 by 4. Let's apply Bernoulli's equation at two sections. So P1 over rho G plus V1 square over 2G plus Z1 is equal to P2 over rho G plus V2 square over 2G plus Z2. Now, as it was given in the statement that we have to consider that the center of both the section base of nozzle and the nozzle, they are at the same elevation. So Z1 is equal to Z2. The P1 pressure was given. You have to use it in Newton per meter cube, Newton per meter square. The density of water is 1000 into 9.81 plus we can use this relationship. V1 is V2 by 4. So V2 by 4 square divided by 2G. Now here, as at section 2, the nozzle is open, so water is going to issue in the form of jet, and as it is open to atmosphere, so it has atmospheric pressure, or you can say zero gauge pressure. So P2 is 0 plus V2 square over 2G. So now simply we have one unknown, that is V2. We can rearrange this expression and solve it to get this V2, which is 11.205 meter per second. So now the theoretical discharge, it can be A2 into V2, and it is 0.022 meter cube per second, and CD is actual discharge to theoretical discharge. Actual was given 20 liters, so 0.02 meter cube per second. So CD it is 0.909. So the fourth numerical is the head of water over a rectangular notch is 900 millimeter. The discharge is 300 liters per second. Find the length of the notch. Take CD 0.62. So this is very simple. You have to basically remember the formula of discharge for a rectangular notch. That is, discharge is 2 by 3 CDL. L is the length of the notch into under root 2G into H, which is head, into power 3 by 2. So you will have to remember this formula. Now simply substitute all the known data. It was given discharge is 30 liters per second converted to meter cube per second, so 0.3, and CD is 0.62. Length is to be calculated, G is 9.81, and the head is in meters 0.9. So 0.9 power 3 by 2. Now simply it is the use of calculator and practice solving it, and you will get length in meters 0.192, and you can represent it in millimeters. Problem number 5. Water flows over a rectangular weir 1 meter wide at a depth of 150 millimeter. Afterwards, passes through a triangular right angle weir, taking CD of rectangular and triangular weir as 0.62 and 0.59 respectively. Find the depth over the triangular weir. So basically, first of all, the water passes through a rectangular notch, and later on the same water is passing through the triangular weir, and they have developed some relationship. The coefficient of discharge for both cases are known. We have to find out the depth over the triangular weir. So the head of water over rectangular notch is given 150 millimeters, and its length is 1 meter. So from the known data, we can calculate the discharge, and same discharge is going to pass through the triangular notch. In your case, notch and weir is same. So rectangular CD is 0.62. The length is 1 meter under root 2G, and the head of water was 150 millimeters, so 0.15 meter power 3 by 2. Solving that, you'll get the discharge value. So now we're going to use the formula for triangular right angle notch, which is discharge is 8 over 15 into CD into tan theta by 2 into under root 2G into H power 5 by 2. So same discharge is going to pass through it, and the CD value was 0.59 as given in the statement, and as it is right angle, so theta is 90. So tan 90 by 2, which is tan 45, which is 1 under root 2G into we can call this H1 power 5 by 2. This H1 is yet to be calculated. So now simply solve this for H1. Do practice this step. Hopefully you will be able to do it. So let's see the next numerical. Find the discharge through a trapezoidal notch, which is 1 meter wide at the top and 0.4 meter at the bottom, and is 30 centimeter in height. The head of water on the notch is 20 centimeter. Assume CD for rectangular portion 0.62 while for triangular portion 0.6. So basically this is a trapezoidal notch, which is a combination of a rectangular and a triangular notch. The CD for both the shape, it is given separately. So the theta angle is not known, and the length at the or the width of notch at top is given. It is 1 meter and 0.4 meter at the bottom and 30 centimeter in height. So basically we have to calculate this angle theta by 2. So we are going to use this triangle ABC. So tan theta by 2, it is AB over BC, and AB is total length which is AE minus the CD divided by 2 to get this one length, divided by H which is BC. So total log width is 1 meter while CD is 0.4 meter. So 1 minus 0.4 divided by 2 divided by 0.3. So this came out to be 1. So this it is not given the statement, but yet the angle has to be 45 for this to be 1. Alright, so moving on, we can calculate the discharge through trapezoidal notch by simply summing up the discharge formula for a rectangular and a triangular notch. So for rectangular, we know it is 2 by 3 CD L into 2G, L into under root 2G into H power 3 by 2, while for triangular it is 8 over 15 CD into tan theta by 2 into under root 2G into H power 5 by 2. So CD is 0.62, the length is 0.4, and head is 0.2 meter, and CD2 is 0.6, tan theta by 2 is 1, and the head is 0.2. Again, it is same. So adding them up, and the discharge is 90.84 liters per second. So the last numerical, problem number 7. Find the discharge through the step notch as shown. Take CD 0.62 for all the sections. So this base is 40 centimeter, and the second step base is 80 centimeter, and third step base is 120 centimeter, and the depth of water contained in the third step is 50 centimeter, and for second step it is 30 centimeter, and for the last step it is 15 centimeter. So in case of step notch, the discharge, total discharge is summation of discharge through each step. So for Q1 it is 2 by 3 CD into L1 into under root 2G into H1 3 by 2 minus H2 3 by 2. The difference of head, because for first the head is H1, it will be from the water surface till its base, and its top limit will be from the water surface to its top edge. Similarly for the step 2, it will be H2 power 3 by 2 minus H3 power 3 by 2. Similarly for Q3, it will be A is 3 power 3 by 2 minus 0 power h by 2 power 3 by 2. So it is simply A is 3 power 3 by 2. So you can substitute all the values, and after solving it, simply add all the discharge and get the total discharge. Thank you so much.